Got interrupted by a text message that blocked the screen. So this is, I guess, part 2. We ended to have it all. But we were talking about keeping, like, self-care, keeping the personal space clean. So what was it, Talon, that made you feel it was important to keep the space clean?
Well, for one, it just looked clean, so it didn't look dirty. And believe me, I saw someone else's room. It was our clean was our dorm was cleaner than theirs, but it was still dirty. But luckily, we got some of it cleaned up. You know.
Why is it important to
Like
keep
before.
your? Oh, I'm sorry. Why is it important to keep your room clean?
Because it's much more organized and it looks nicer.
It makes you feel better when it's that way? Are there other benefits to keeping it clean?
I'm less likely to step on something or trip on something.
So it's safer? Yeah. Anything else?
Easier to find things.
Easier to find things. And was there anything that was, like, dirty, like in the sinks or anything that...
Actually, they would commonly, the other roommates, like, would commonly, I'm guessing by accident or they just didn't know, but, like, when they would wash their hands, they would sometimes still have charcoal or paint on it, on their hands. So when they wanted to wash their hands, they would dry their hands on the rags and get the paint and charcoal all over it, and it was just, you know.
Do you think if you had to use that towel, it would have been hazardous somehow?
No, not really. It just doesn't look nice.
So you don't think there was any problem with, like, bacteria's forming or anything like that for the... What?
No, because we would wash our hands with, like, soap, like,
Oh,
all
okay.
the time.
So the sinks and everything, the showers were
Yeah.
kept clean enough?
Yeah.
Or you guys kept them clean? Good. So what's the next thing? Is there anything else you want to add before we move on? About self-care? No. What's the next thing on the list?
Shopping.
Shopping. So understand that you went shopping during your stay.
Mm-hmm.
Could you talk a little bit about that?
I only got things I needed, nothing more.
What kind of things did you need?
Well, for one, breath mints is a must because it's like after you eat lunch, you can't exactly run up to your dorms and brush your teeth. So there's that. Also, for the trips that they took us on every single weekend and sometimes during the week itself, you would need to have portable batteries so that if, like, say you were on your phone, like, and your phone was dying, if you had a portable battery, just plug it in and you're good to go.
And do you mean batteries or one of those charging stations?
Charging stations.
Oh.
But to me, it's just the same difference.
Okay. And so you were, what benefit did that have? Like, if your phone went out, would that be a problem, or?
Yeah, it would be, because for one, it's kind of not safe to have a phone
Yeah.
off, like, because it's out of battery, because then it's like even if you needed to call someone, you wouldn't be able to if the battery was dead. It's like if the phone's just turned off and it still has battery, it's better than that, but still, just making sure it has battery. And then also, if you get bored, it's better to have battery, because then you can play games.
Yeah. So how did you shop? Can you describe the shopping experience?
Preemptively think about what we needed, and then went there, got the stuff, paid for it, obviously.
How'd you pay for it?
The first 2 times it was in cash. The third time I had to use a credit card.
Okay. And did you go anywhere else? Where you had to buy things?
Besides Ralph's, the Grove, Chipotle, well, does that include trips as well?
Sure.
Well then, the El Capitan, Griffith Observatory, LACMA, or LACMA.
Mm-hmm. What does that stand for?
Los Angeles
County.
Museum of Art.
Yeah. How did you pay for things when you were at those places, if you did have to pay for anything?
I don't know, for the trips. I mean, like that were provided by the school. Like, oh, the school was taking us to Lockmuff. I don't really know if what the prices would have been, but for the Grove, I spent like $39, maybe $35 on a pair of Apple headphones, which is expensive for just earbuds, but whatever. But
Do you think they were high quality?
well, for one, they're a lot better than just having normal earbuds because they have a microphone in them.
Ah, very good.
Makes it easier to talk to people.
How did you decide which earbuds to buy?
Well, it was kind of like either I just got the normal Apple earbuds or I got the ludicrously overpriced earbuds that were practically the same thing, just different colors and customizations.
Okay. Now, you started with a specific amount of money. Did you keep track of your expenditures?
Yeah. I didn't get all of the expenses, but I managed to get a little, like about 70% of all the expenses that I made. But most of the ones that I didn't keep the expenses for were the ones that I paid in with cash, because it's not like affecting my debit card at all.
Oh, so the cash